The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Breeze now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill, 27 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. On second down, Peterson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy. He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Smith finding his big tight end read for a Redskins first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
52. 35.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. They'll fake it. Now Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Easy. Let it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready. Ready. Kill. Right there. Under.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll win it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You're 21.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So out now come the Redskins. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Smith again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 42 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hey, four down. Hey, easy. Let it.
Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Get set.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. The 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, gun. 12. To the left. Slot.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air, Smith on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. Good list. Orange.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
52. 35. Slot. Good list. Orange. No, right. Yellow. Let's go.
They are going for it. It's Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Ready?
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, You really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
They run it again with Kamara, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Here we go.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Settle down, huh? Let's go, 15.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Tiger. 15, yeah. 15, yeah. Good list. Orange.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Flush to his right. Runs through the contact. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Back now here live in New Orleans. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
15. Hey, gun.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Alex Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Orange. Ready. Line, 80. Hey, gun. Rip. Switch.
They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Got it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Hey, easy. Let it.
On second down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is Harris. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, it's Smith. He sets to fire deep. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Cole Richardson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Breeze finds his man, Watson over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Breeze now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Great 15. Orange. Hey, let's roll. 15, yeah. Hey, 85. Watch 85. Go left. Yellow. Good blitz. Orange. 15, yeah.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. He's going to air one out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 18.
4 down, check, 4 down. Easy.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
51 to fight, boys. 50. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Ready for check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Brings. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Breeze. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Get set, get set. 11.
Breeze to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
12.
Back to throw, Breeze. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Breeze. He's got a first down or more inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Again, it's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick here is good. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.